Hi folks, and welcome to the Film channel. And I'm in the forest, and this is a historical dumpster site, and I want to try as I might if I would be capable of making myself a survival knife in the woods in such a scenario. And I will only use what's lying around here, and I'm scanning for it is a challenge for me now, because I don't know heads nor tails of what I can find, but I already saw a piece. This is a piece of steel, I think, or iron or what have you, and it's pretty thin, and this is how it looks like. Not pretty, not at all. But is it? Oh, it's not. It's really iron, and what I want to do is maybe I want to put an edge on it, and then the edge should be halfway decent. And let's see what I can do without a forge and without anything. I will, since this is seemingly pretty soft, and I will try to do some cold forging. What this does is it hardens the surface of the metal a little bit, and if I can succeed at all, I will then try to carve something like a feather stick or something. I don't think it will work pretty great, but so if you want to see me fail or succeed, please stay tuned, and I hope I don't disturb anyone. It's a pretty remote place, by the way, and well, let's see what I can find. And what I got here are this looks like granite, which seems to be which might come in handy for a hammer stone. But I also need an anvil, and I've seen some bigger rocks over there, and here's a stump, the reason why I put you here, and I will go fetch myself some bigger rock. Need things that will maybe work admirably. What you want is a bit of a mass to work against, and also sort of a flat surface. It will never be perfect, and after I did the edge, I will try to make something like a handle for it, maybe even something spare-like or something. We will see how it turns out, because I don't know heads nor tails about what's going on. And I will take this side and let's try it out. And I will use this surface here and putting that on the anvil stone. Well, I think I get the point why people invented the hammer. And it's not at all comfortable. And you can see it's getting a little bit thinner, but I want it to be as thin as possible, because grinding this will be a bastard. Ah, yeah. So that's actually, didn't expect it, but it's coming along. And well, now I want to try to find myself something to work against, to create a handle. And I want to take something that's somehow hollow and can't see anything at the moment. No, not going to work. So, different approach. So, like so. Now I want to take something that's like and I hurt myself. And if that's happened, you are pretty fucked in such a scenario, because don't overdo this. And I got a blister, and if that gets infected, you won't need a knife anymore. And but since I can simply return home and get some sort of a band-aid for it and what have you, there's already a handle. I want to take some sort of a branch. Not quite easy, because all of them are halfway rotten. Just putting it like on like that, and well, okay, that. Breaking of that part because it's rotten anyway. Maybe I can just remove that part too. And you see how soft this is and how rusted. If you get a wound by this, you're in for a big problem in such a scenario. So play safe, folks. So like that. Well, now I want to take this this piece, and I need something to cut it, and maybe it already cuts a little bit. Well, not beautiful, but rare. Still ways to go. And oh, to break, be able to break it already. So I'm putting that in because that didn't work too well, and so this will not be a spare-like approach, but I have seen some cordage over there, and I will take my new knife and cut myself some cordage. Look at that, it's pretty rotten, but it's some synthetic material, so and I got such a length. And what I want to do is I want to put in that little rotten branch. I just wanted to do it pretty fast, so and I want to put steel around it a little bit more. Like so. Now I want to just let some a little bit of the cordage protrude to the back, and do a wrapping. And I'm at the same time I'm fixing the well, what's it called? The stick, the stick down onto the. Oh well, that's really rotten. So, plan B. There's still some cordage left, and you could also use other materials, other natural materials, and just well, making a different wrapping, because I think that this is going to be better just tying a knot and another. I'm doing this in favor. I'm more in favor of this because you see what's happening, and that way I don't have to start all over again. And well, now I have got something to hold on, and I can do some grinding on the edge. Good thing that the anvil is also my grindstone. If you do have a little bit of water and sand, you could also use this on top of the rock, and this will take some time in order to get it to, and you won't get it to shaving sharp anyway, but oh well. There's always room for improvement, but oh well, like that. Take my, maybe still, now that I do have a handle, it's far easier to hold on to, and I will give it some love. Like that. Looking a little bit like a knife. Well. We used to do stuff like this all that time when we were kids. So this is me being a little boy again. And now straightening it up a little. the silly face I'm making is a bonus or a bogus. Like so. Oh well, looking like that now. And what you can see, this is something interesting that you that shows what you need to keep in mind when you are smithing. That you see, this is getting round, and you see a little bit of a sway back. This is what happens when you move that material towards the spine, and so. Well, that's a little bit of a surprise. I leave those serrations on because you've seen me sawing off the handle piece, and moving that a little bit because the stick is obviously moving. I need to rethink that handle issue, but this is the crappiest steel that one could possibly find in the woods, and but for well, it's a little bit light to be a decent chopper, but you can use it as a saw, as is, and well, carving doesn't work too good because I would have to do a lot more grinding, and did I put my granite? I think this might do the trick. Oh well, that might be a little bit better. Also, it's obviously totally soft, so you want to put on a rather steep angle, and but we will see. First time for me too, so been planning to do this for years now, so and if you can feel a burr developing on the other side, you can start with a finer grain. And maybe, I hope it will, well, if it does even one little shaving, and this is seasoned beech wood, well, you need a lot of effort, and it's in no way comparable to a decent knife. But Given that I just these are 20 minutes, if you get my meaning, and you can put a lot of more effort into it, and maybe I will do this, and even you could even try to temper it, and because even mild steel, if it rusts, what happens with rust is that rust is iron oxide. The carbon in the steel is responsible for achieving a temper, and if you you need the carbon to temper the steel, and if iron diffuses out of the alloy, what you get is a remaining piece with more carbon in it as to the percentage. So a steel that might have been incapable of taking a good temper before rusting might be afterwards. What it looks like, I can show you maybe, because I saw something over there. Excuse me. This is how something like this can look like. I don't know what this was originally, but you can break off a lot of the stuff, and this is pretty brittle. And the question is, why is it brittle? And the answer to that is because what is left is almost pure carbon, and the carbon doesn't have structural integrity as such. And I seem to have come across something like, well, looks like a piece of a gun or something. Anyway, it seems to be something harder, and this is some old pliers, and what I need to be careful. They will break, is what I want to say, but I don't want to risk hurting myself. So I will leave it at that. But if you look at that, you can well, look at that. This is what I mean, and the remaining steel has a higher carbon content as to the percentage as the original. So if you are looking for a resilient knife to make from scrap with means like I just did, look for mild steel. You can do this faster, you run less risk of hurting yourself, and it's not pretty, you see, and I'm not proud of it, but you might even be capable of tempering it. And I will remove the wrapping, by the way, because I would like to put a bit of a temper on. Try as I might to put a temper on, and put myself to the challenge to make a knife, maybe even a functional knife. That's not yet working. I would have to put in some more work, but I want to make some cordage. I want to make some maybe a stick or something, or put a stick in there, and I want to try to temper it, maybe with a campfire or something. And you might want to quench it in water. The pliers I will leave here, and or wrench. I think it's a wrench. It's called a wrench because it's you see, it's not pliers. And I will take home this because this seems to be, hear that? That's certainly some kind of tool steel, and I don't know what this is, but it might be a slider or something. Don't know. We'll check that out in the smithy, and this one I will complete in the woods, and because challenge. And I don't know when I can get my head around, or if at all, because there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment that is not altogether too agreeable. But I'm working on it, and I haven't forgot it. And even if it takes years, I will eventually. I think I will eventually come up with it. So. Hope that was halfway informative, helpful, enjoyable, what have you, entertaining. I'm on a little ride today, and I will go on my merry way. I will pack this into my backpack and enjoy it at home. Well, or maybe I leave it here, and this will be my new smithy. I could build a smithy here, but no, don't start a forest. Don't start a fire in the forest when it's summer. So don't do it. And so I might even. I think I might do this in the smithy where there's little danger of setting everything aflame, and would be a pity. So that said, hope you find some silly stuff to do in the forest. Stay sane and healthy, and I really hope to see you soon. Take good care, and bye.